Guess who's back? Back again. Goose is back. Tell a friend. Goose is back. Goose is back. Goose is back. I'm back. Hello YouTube. The Goose is back. I've been away for a very, very long time. I did 7 videos at the start of my Welcome to Warhammer 40,000 series. I got to video 7 and at the end there was a little note that said, up next, or in the next video, who knows? And after that, almost 7 months of silence. I've been having a running battle with my internet provider. I won't go as far as to say who it is, but I will never use them again. Our internet has been terrible. And uploading a video, 8 or 9 minute video, was taking me 2 days, during which I didn't have internet because the upload just killed everything else. And if it crashed halfway through, which it often did, I had to start the whole thing over again. And it just made the YouTube channel so much more work than I ever wanted it to be, and it became a real chore. So I've been fighting for a long, long time. Long story short, I have better internet. I've gone with a wireless internet provider and I no longer have those issues. So I'm hoping this video will not only come up very well, but will upload very, very quickly and will allow me to do at least a video a week because the recording's not difficult. As you can tell, I'm just rambling to camera. So I'm back. Hopefully some of you will pick up with me on my journey again because I've been carrying on playing and hobbying in the 40k universe ever since I left. I'm still really, really excited for 8th edition 40k. I'm even more excited now. I've got a number of projects on the go that I'm going to discuss in the next few months, one of which I will tease today. You might be surprised to learn, although I doubt it having seen my earlier videos, I'm not working on the Imperial Army at the moment. That army has grown since we last saw. I added an Imperial Knight to it, which I completed and I painted in my own custom Imperial Inquisition colour scheme. I'll come to that. I will show that on the channel because I'm very, very proud of that. Biggest thing I've ever painted. I really like it. I've had quite a few games with it and it's done an awful lot of good. I've crushed Tyranids with it. I have crushed Necrons with it. I have been crushed by Tyranids with it. It had a bit of a fight with an Eldar Walker. It's been great. It's been great fun. So there's been some really good stuff and a lot of very good hobbying. I am now on a slightly different army project, as tends to happen. It's an army project I've wanted to do for years because they are one of my absolute favourite armies in 40k. They've got the most flavour, I think. They are the most comical. They are the most full of character. They're probably most on par with my Skaven, which are my first love from Warhammer Fantasy. Now, I haven't done this army before because I painted a few models many, many years ago because I really wanted to try it, but I didn't want to do another Horde Army. I do nothing but Horde armies. I do Skaven, I've been doing Goblins recently in Age of Sigmar, Spider Riders, we'll come to that in another video. But I didn't want to do another big Horde army, and these guys are known for having quite a lot of troop units and a lot of bodies on the table. But I've built a few, I've painted a few, I've played with them a couple of times now, really, really enjoyed it. And really a shout out goes out to my mate Gaz, who kind of tricked me into buying a whole army off him. So in one of my earlier videos, if you look back, you'll see me say that what I really wanted to do is to pick an army that I fall in love with and I think is brilliant, and I will build it and paint it one unit at a time. And credit to me, that's sort of what I've been doing with this. However, in order to make sure I had the right units to build, I basically bought all the units. So I have upstairs, I don't know, maybe 3,000 points, maybe 4,000 points knocking around. I've got some of the super heavy Lord of War vehicles. I've got a good chunk of Forge World. I sort of fell into relieving Gaz of a lot of boxed up models in one fell swoop. He did me a very, very generous deal that made it very hard to resist. And so I've got the army. I'm building it and I'm painting it one unit at a time, but I've got the army. So my new army, and my current army for the foreseeable future, because I am in love with them and I'm really enjoying building and painting them, is Orcs. Orcs are just one of the greatest things about the 41st millennium. They are hilarious. They've got some of the greatest comedy moments. They've got gadgets and devices that sometimes work, sometimes don't, sometimes blow themselves up. And they're all about loads and loads of guns that they never hit anything with. It's all about the Dakka. So we're going to have so much fun with the Orcs. We really are. There's a few projects in the works with the Orcs, one of which is with one of my very good friends and fellow YouTuber, Jellyfish Gamer 25. Hey Jellyfish. We decided, after a bit of discussion, we'd do a bit of a challenge. And we'll tape it and we'll put it up on both our channels. So, there is a series of books describing a huge orc invasion of the Imperium in somewhere between 30k and 40k setting called The Beast Arises, and many of you will be familiar with it, may have read some or all of them. We're both currently working our way through them. So Jellyfish Gamer and myself are both in the middle of reading or listening to on audiobook The Beast Arises, and I'm really enjoying it. I picked it up because I wanted something orky. In that, there's a lot of conflict between the orcs, the Imperial Fists, and Imperial Fist successor chapters. Now, Jellyfish has always wanted to do an Imperial Fist army, and I've been teasing him and trying to get him to do one since 8th edition came out. This seemed like the perfect excuse, so I bent his arm and I got him to do it. So, Jellyfish Gamer is going to do Imperial Fists, and he'll tell you all about what he's going to do on his channel. I'm doing orcs, and we're going to use that as a vague basis to do a series of narrative-driven encounters and battles, and we're going to use it to document our hobby progress on this channel and on his channel, and we'll probably do some joint battle reports across both channels, and we'll just have a laugh with it and see how it goes, and hopefully it will get us to paint some models and do some more gaming, which we keep saying we'll do, and we never do. So, gauntlet is thrown down, Mr. Jellyfish. Get it done. Paint up those Imperial Fists, and then lay down and die, son, because I have all the good models in the world. So, the Goose is back. That's all you need to know. The next army update, which I'm hoping to get out in a couple of days when I've tested the internet and made sure it works, is I'm going to show you what I've got so far. I started with a Forge World HQ model. I wanted my HQ to be an awesome piece of Forge World resin, and in my entire time hobbying, I've owned a lot of Forge World, I've built some of what I've owned, I've painted none of it. This I've already built, painted and completed, and it looks amazing. It's such a great centerpiece. I'll come to that in my next video. I've also finished one unit of troops. I'm halfway through a second unit. I've got some dedicated transports half finished. I'm looking at nearly 25 power painted with a little bit of work. I've got a few more exciting Forge World toys. In the time that I've been away, I got married, and a very generous friend of mine may or may not have bought me a Squigoth, little baby Squigoth. That might be next up on my building and painting table, because that thing is going to be absolutely awesome. So keep it here for everything orc, everything 40k, and for a bit of a challenge between me, Jellyfish Gamer 25. If you've not seen his channel, go check him out, because over the next few months there's going to be some great back and forth banter and an awful lot of dead Space Marines. Have fun, guys. Thanks for joining me again. Goose out.